With no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Quarterback making checks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing. That did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. To the air. It's Nolan. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Reed. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown LSU! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Frazier. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Bringing the heat. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Nolan. Got it behind the line, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What? What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. On the move, he fires. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Dogs are marching down the field. The give to the tailback. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Hard running there. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Jukes his way for more. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll ride the hot hand. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is knocked away and incomplete, but there is a flag down. Looks as if the defender was a little overeager and a little overzealous and got there early. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Lost to throw again. Here's the pressure. Right on target this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wideout. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Georgia, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot.
He's got it on the left. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Nolan. But a little time, lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass, it's Nolan. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Making side adjustments here. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Tiger! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Georgia 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. play fake, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Off play action. The sure hands, it's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
I'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Fires left. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense...
He's got it! There he goes! And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a
lot of space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The give out of the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Fires to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Returner brings it out to the 19.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it for a big play. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch around the 50. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
5 wide receivers on second and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. Touchdown Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Pure domination all game long for this this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
And first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a draw. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. It'll be third and long.
Set, ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Runs through a tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal. Ready, go.
Boom. To the ground. He's got it again. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10.
Trumpet.
Now he's looking to throw it. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rushes on him. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Oh, the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Leaves it with the running back. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Watkins. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher.